me, if those orders depart from before me, saith the Lord, the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever.
Tied into that what we read earlier.
Yeah, 33.
You can make this stop happening, something that I set up stop happening, then I'll put them away.
Thus saith the Lord.
But actually, the Lord is gonna, because Israel is gonna be forever, eternal. You know, we're gonna live forever. But in order for us to even be able to live forever, we're gonna have those laws, statutes, and commandments put into us. Because what caused us to die in the first place? Sin. The wages of sin is death. When the Lord put the commandments into us and we become perfect, we're not gonna sin again. So we're gonna be eternal. We're not gonna die. And that was what was intended for us in going back to the beginning. When Adam and Eve fell, we were supposed to be eternal. We were supposed to be in the likeness of his eternal glory, man. But we fell because of Eve opening up Pandora's box through the serpent, man.
Quick brief. Wisdom of Solomon 1:15. For righteousness is immortal. And I think it's Romans says for the law is righteous.
And doesn't that say also that in Wisdom of Solomon, I think it's either in the 6th chapter or the 7th chapter, where it says wisdom maketh you nigh unto the Most High.
Yeah, I got you. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and start at 17. I actually got it.
And it says something about immortality.
It's the 6th chapter. Yep. Where it says about immortality. Let me start. Oh, that's 8. Let me go to 6 real quick. It's probably up a little bit higher in that chapter, the 6th chapter. I'm looking for that immortality part. It's talking about wisdom will give that to you.
Somebody can do a search there. No, it's somewhere in Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah. Let me see.
The one that says corruption maketh us near unto.
Yeah, that's what we're getting to.
Yeah. That's one.
It's another one. It's not with these, I don't think. But I'll read that one real quick.
8 and 17.
Yep.
That's the one you want? 8:17. It says, yep. It says, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 17. Now, when I considered these things in my life, in myself, and pondered them in mine heart, how that to be allied, allied, right? For you that don't have 1611, how to be allied unto wisdom is immortality.
Read that again.
Yep. It says, it says, now when I considered these things in myself and pondered them in mine heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality. To be an ally of wisdom, meaning to be together with wisdom, you know, is immortality.
What is our wisdom? Deuteronomy 4.
Yep. On the side of the nations. Let me hit this real quick. Let me start at Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, and I will start at 10. It says, no, you got it.
No. I got something, but let's go right
it says, wherefore set your, this is verse 11, wherefore set your affection on my words, desire them, and ye shall be instructed. Wisdom is glorious and never fadeth away. Yea, she is easily seen of such that love her, and found of such as seek her. She preventeth, right, them that desire her, in making herself first known unto them. Whoso seeketh her early shall have no great travail.
You go up through.
Will have no great travail. All right?
Their spirits is too dark for this.
Yeah. That's what I'm noticing.
Get too close to this.
And people on bikes or skateboards or wheelchairs, let's let them come through. But everybody else can walk around. It's no cars right here. It's coned off. It says,
it's spiritual. This is the light is over here. So people that are in gross darkness, they ain't gonna want to come through here.
You'll see them even stop like,
Yeah.
Anyway, it says, it says, to think therefore upon her, it's okay.
Go through.
It's okay.
Come through.
To think therefore upon her is perfection of wisdom, and whoso watcheth for her shall quickly be without care. Go ahead with your precept, bro.
I had something to back it up. We were talking about wisdom. This is Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 18. For so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom. So we're saved, through the doctrine, through wisdom.
Right. I'm gonna go back now. It says, for she Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 16. Now, it said, for she goeth about seeking such as are worthy of her. That's not everybody. Showeth herself favorably unto them in the ways, and meeteth them in every thought. And what are we quoting? You have quoted it earlier, Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter. Talk about wisdom will not enter into malicious soul.
Dwell in the malicious soul.
Yep. It says.
And we're not talking about. We talk about wisdom of the scriptures, not wisdom of this world.
I'm smart to be.
Yeah. You could be an astrophysics. That's not wisdom. That's not true wisdom. The true wisdom.
Michael, what's his name? Michael Dyson.
Michael Eric Dyson.
Michael Eric Dyson.
Michael DeGrasse.
DeGrasse Neil.
Neil deGrasse.
Yes.
That Jake.
dude.
That Jake is probably known as the smartest man on earth.
Or even that one that was in the wheelchair. He was supposed to be so smart, but he couldn't figure out. He could figure out a black hole, but he can't figure out his way out that wheelchair.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? He couldn't figure out a way out the wall. And that shows you that's not true wisdom. Like I think the Apostle Tahar said, they going to the moon. What is that doing for us?
Yeah. On earth. Yeah. Anyway, it says for the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws. These are the laws of wisdom, which all the law is based in wisdom. Okay?
It's wise. Hey, you see that the earth is in shambles. It's because the laws is not upheld.
Yeah.
That's why everything is destroyed, unbalanced, out of order. That's because the law is slack.
Yeah.
That's why everything is going to be back in its rightful order when the kingdom is established.
Right.
Esau, he's concerned about how his population is declining.
Yep.
But nigga, you allow for abortions.
Yeah.
Yes.
In our law, that's unlawful. You ain't supposed to abort children. Children are an inheritance. They're a legacy that you leave behind. That's not wise at all to kill off your own seed, your own your own progeny, man.
Yep.
That's not wise at all. But hey, that's the serpent.
He's anti-life.
Yeah, man.
No more. It says, and love is the keeping of her laws, and the giving heed unto her laws is the assurance of incorruption. And incorruption maketh us near unto the Most High. So when we're holding this thing perfect, we're going to be perfectly incorrupt, which we're going to be back as the children of the Most High.
That's going to, like, when you read Revelation 21, it talks about the New Jerusalem, the holy city coming down from heaven.
That's talking about.
They're coming down new and improved. They're going to be incorruptible.
Yeah.
And the Lord said, and basically He's going to dwell with us. He's going to be with our tabernacle, man. I will dwell with them, and they shall be my sons, and I will be their God. Okay? And that's when these other nations are going to acknowledge that we're the sons of the power. Surely there is a God within thee. Surely the God of the power is with you, or in you. Okay? We're going to get that godly reverence, man. Because we're a representation of the Most High here on the earth.
Right. Zion.
The nations are supposed to see us and follow that example.
Yeah.
Zion, a monument.
A monument
of the Heavenly Father, a living, walking, breathing monument on earth of the Heavenly Father.
That's it.
in the flesh.
And that's what the sons of God were supposed to be going back to the beginning.
Right.
Until they fell away, falling into the ways of the heathen.
Yeah.
And that's how we became the fallen ones. We lost our stature.
We became more corrupted. With time.
The more we corrupted, the more we started to decline.
Yep. That's why.
The more we fell more and more.
And he dropped the years, and then what did he say after that? He said, you know what? I'm about to flood the earth. By the time Noah came, he's like, I'm sick of y'all. Maybe I shouldn't have made y'all. This ain't what I had in the intention for.
He was about to destroy Jacob when during the time of Moses. Remember they wanted to talk to the Most High?
Yep. Too powerful.
Yeah, you can. Who's reading?
I was reading.
Go ahead.
It says, and in corruption maketh us near unto the Most High. Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom. If your delight be then in thrones and scepters, O ye kings of the people, honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. We're going to be what? Kings and priests.
Yeah.
And priests handle what? The law. Okay, we're going to handle the law perfectly, and we're going to be exalted like kings. As kings, not like, but as kings.
I got a precept to go with what you were speaking
Really,
of.
the only teaching the Israelites going to have to teach the other nations to keep the law, man. If they don't, we're going to send angels on them to create a famine, in their land, man.
Yeah, that's in Zechariah, where it talks about if they don't come up to keep the feast of tabernacles, that basically they won't have any rain. The Lord, because the Lord's gonna give us that power, and we're gonna be able to manipulate the weather just like Esau do with his heart program on the left hand. We're gonna be able to do that on the right hand, man.
And that tells you there's no such thing as no overpopulation of people.
Right.
This earth is huge, man.
Yeah.
Esau said, "Oh, it's overpopulated." No, it ain't overpopulated. Apostle Tahar said, "You can basically fit everybody in the whole world in the state of Texas."
That's what I was gonna say. You got it. I couldn't remember exactly. I don't know if it was the world or America, but yeah, it's the world.
Yeah. Just say America then. Shit.
This is the book of Zephaniah 3:19 to back the brother up when he's quoted in Revelation 21 about the elect coming down out of the New Jerusalem. Behold, at the time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halted, and gather her that was driven out. There's the gathering again, where the Lord is going to gather the elect. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. At that time I will bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, saith the Lord.
Hey, that's why it says in Isaiah 62nd chapter, give them no rest until he establish Jerusalem and make them a praise in the earth.
So Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, no numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Hey, right, even to this very day, you got the likes of Vocab and these different people. Their whole job, their whole mission is to debunk that we're the children of Israel. Their whole ministry is devoted to trying to convince us that we're not the people of the Lord. They're attacking the 12 tribe chart. Which this was prophesied. This is how we were going to find out who we were. This is how we were going to identify ourselves.
This is how we were going to come back to our heritage. In
a place where it said unto him, you are not my people.
shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
And guess what? It's going to be mainly the prophets that's going to be telling you who you are.
Right.
We ain't waiting to hear it from our enemies, man. We ain't got to hear it from them. Fuck these nations, man.
That's why but that's what Jake want to hear.
Right.
But the ones that ain't gonna hear us, it said a prophet have not honor in his own country, meaning amongst his own people.
Exactly.
They don't want to hear from us.
He said, if I would have sent you into a nation that of another tongue, another language, they would have hearkened.
Yep.
But we sent out here amongst, rebellious, stiff-necked people, man. You know? But you're going to hear the truth from your prophets. They're the ones that have the validity to tell you who you are, man.
Right. Hey, that's something good, because you see yourself in us, so you should be encouraged to do things that we're teaching that we do.
Jake, like we were talking about yesterday, Jake don't want to hear it from us.
Yep.
They want to hear it from someone with a theologian degree.
Yep.
Go to went to a seminary school and
Somebody with worldly
someone with a master's in doctrine and this and that. You're not going to hear from them.
And they'll hear Kevin Samuel say it, or one of these rappers say it.
Because it seems like they take heed. Kevin Samuels and all these people on YouTube now, they're saying what we've been saying about the so-called black woman, about the Israelite woman. But they take heed when they say it.
Yep.
And we're telling you this prophecy, that our women were going to be bugged out and turn against us and rule over us.
We're telling you with full understanding what the Heavenly Father allowed to happen on the earth.
That's right.
Okay? And the end of it. Here's the difference. And the end of it.
Yeah. The end game.
The end game.
Everyone not Christianity. What's the end
Nobody
game?
has
What's the end game of Christianity?
Keep doing this bullshit.
What's the end game of Islam?
What we used to do. Nothing.
Nothing.
Consciousness, what we used to do. And they got it wrong what somebody else used to do. Why don't you talk about them Egyptologists, them black Egyptologists in replacement theology? Why don't you talk about that? Vocab, but no other belief in the earth has an end game like this.
Because the end game is not for all of us to dwell together as one people, as one nation. That's not the end game of what we preach. We're preaching the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Repent. It's always been like that. People on top and the people on the bottom. It is about time for the Israelites to be on that's on the bottom to be on top. Like the brother quoted, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. It's always society has always been like that. You had somebody at the top and somebody at the bottom. This thing's about to be reversed.
You really got a little more on this too.
Yeah, just one more verse. That's verse 11. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land.
Who's that one? He had a question.
This is the second time I heard that. You read Jeremiah 31:31. It mentions Israel, but then it mentions Judah. Why specifically? Because they're the head tribe?
There were two kingdoms back then. There was the northern kingdom was called Israel, the children of Ephraim, or the sons of Joseph. That were the head tribe over there. But they were called Israel. But then Judah was like a special tribe or a special kingdom of the south, was for the darker tribes. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So it wasn't just a tribe; it was a kingdom. But it was split in the time of Jeroboam and Rehoboam. But
Southern, Ephraim was northern.
right.
Okay.
But not just particularly the two tribes. It was the two kingdoms. The northern kingdom of Ephraim or Israel had 10 tribes to it. The southern kingdom had 3 tribes to it. But I'm just saying it as it's referenced in the scriptures. We're not gonna go into why the numbers don't add up. Talking about the tribe of Dan, we're not gonna go on all of that because the scriptures don't give us why. Well, we don't need to know that. We don't need to know that right now.
That's a mission of tribe of Dan.
Right.
This is those tribes.
We'll figure out in due time what happened with the tribe of Dan.
But what is commanded thee, think for upon, what does it say before that? Right before that, though, it says, something according to thy strength.
Yeah.
It's Sirach, the 3rd chapter. Basically, don't worry about it, bro.
Too hard for thee.
Too hard, yeah. Don't worry about that's too much for any of us to be worried about. Let's obtain salvation, and then we'll get the
Because the
answer.
scriptures don't say what happened to Dan. They don't. It doesn't.
It didn't get written down for us
It
in this
didn't get
time.
written down. And
For us in this time.
And it really, like you said, we'll find out in the kingdom. It doesn't pertain to salvation. What we have is enough to get salvation, and that's what we need to concentrate on.
That's right. Yeah, I was in on that, right?
I'll finish it.
Okay.
Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head, and they shall come up out of the land. For great shall be the day of Jeshua.
Yeah, I was saying, who's that one head? I wasn't talking about King David right there, but particularly it's going to be Yahushua. Okay? It's going to be Yahushua being that one head, that governor, that deliverer, okay, that was always prophesied way back with Moses. And now I got something right quick. This is Romans chapter. I'm gonna keep jumping in Romans. If the spirit keep moving, I'm gonna jump in Romans. Romans 11 right now. Romans 11:1. It says, I say then, had the Most High cast away His people? Yahweh forbid. This is in the New Testament.
It's Paul right there.
Paul. A lot of the Christian church love to dip into Paul, but how do you skip this? It says, for I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin. Okay? The Most High have not cast away His people, which He foreknew. He knew them before. It said we all passed under the cloud, right? It says, wot ye not what the scripture saith of Elijah, how he maketh intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thine altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. They don't want to hear from us. Our people don't want to hear from us. But there's a remnant, there's an elect that will.
Exactly.
And that's who we're out here
That's all
for.
we're concerned with.
We ain't worried about the rest. Matter of fact, we try to make sure that we have enough understanding in ourselves to get ourselves salvation, and then we teach what we know. We prophesy in part. Okay?
And everything that we speak is the oracles of the Most High.
Yeah.
You know, when you go back to the time of the Levitical priesthood, the priests had what you call a Urim and a Thummim that they wore on their breastplate, and that right there, that was, believe it or not, that was real life technology.
Yeah.
Where the Lord basically communicated with the priests through that those two crystals.
Perfect light.
Perfect light. All right, that's when they would get communication or oracles from the Most High on what to teach or tell Israel. And there was a time when, going back to when we were scattered after the Babylonian captivity and Assyrian captivity, we started to return back to Jerusalem to start rebuilding the temple. It was a portion of Levites that were put away from the priesthood because their records were unfound. They couldn't find their records of them being part of the house of Aaron.
The Babylonians destroyed them.
Yeah. So how did they find out? You know, if they were a part of that lineage, they had to consult through the Urim and the Thummim. Okay. Now we don't have the Urim and the Thummim.
We got the spirit.
We got the word. All right, this word, the words of prophecy. This is how we identify things. Okay.
And we use that in the ancient
We use this as a oracle. Somebody look up Thummim. You got the Urim and the Thummim. Look up Thummim in the Hebrew in the blue letter. The word Thummim.
Got it.
Thummim.
It is. It's crazy. It's no. Tamim. Tamim,
Which is basically in the Hebrew Thum Yum.
Tamim. Perfection.
Perfection, perfect.
Stones provided for the means of achieving a sacred lot. He said a lot was.
As a sacred lot, right?
That's wicked to
Now, go from there, back out of there, and look up Urim. Look up Urim,
Uram.
which is our which means light.
Lights.
Lights.
What is our light now? What do we have for our light now?
Wisdom.
This law, this wisdom, the commandments, Yahweh Shai. Right? Look.
So lights and perfection is what it's talking about. Perfect light. Yep.
I heard the apostles say they used to use that back in the day to see if a woman was committing adultery on her husband.
Yeah.
Like it was like used for, like, you know, they went to the Levites and you know they had a dispute within. They were using Urim and
You could go through
to determine what what really took place.
Yeah, to determine what if we're gonna win a battle against the heathens. Things of that nature.
But it wasn't like no fortune telling. It was direct from the Most High.
Yeah.
You know.
You weren't guessing in the dark.
Yeah. It wasn't the little 8-ball.
Magic 8-ball.
Yeah. Would you want me to get some else, bro?
No, you looked up Urim.
Yeah.
Look that up. And read the definition.
Okay.
Also read the Strong's definition.
It says it was lights, stones kept in a pouch on the high priest's breastplate, used to determining the Most High's decision in certain questions and issues.
That's right. And we use the scriptures now to answer questions and deal with certain issues.
And you know what's so spiritual? Remember they used to have Yahweh Shai, they had disputes with the Sadducees and Pharisees. They didn't need it because he was the light.
That's it. He already understood.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll go to the second
People
one.
got questions about, how do you come up with this? How do you know that Judah is the Negroes and, this, that, and the third? We just use the Bible.
Yeah.
They want us to step away from that. Go get a DNA test.
No, what's your opinion? That's what they can say.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Yeah.
Like, no, it ain't what we think. It's what the scriptures say. It's what
prove that you are a physical descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Yeah.
And they act like as if we can't prove that because it's right in the scriptures. It tells you what condition these people would be in. When we bring out like historical books, encyclopedias,
like actual history, like the what is the stone in New Mexico?
The
Los Lunas stone, the Back Creek stone, where it clearly shows that the Gadites, the Reubenites, the Issacharites that were over here were descendants of the Israelites. It shows the Paleo Hebrew. That's not enough,
bro. But it's like, why should we even have to go that far?
Exactly.
Why can't we believe through faith?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're threatened by our faith, man.
Yeah.
They're threatened by that.
Israelites.
They down. It's sad that we got even Israelites that talk negatively about our faith.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all faith-based. Yeah, we're faith-based Israelites.
Aren't we saved by faith?
Thank you.
It's like when Mary and Martha, the sister, came to Yahweh Shai. If you would have been here, our brother would not have died. And Yahweh Shai said to him, "Oh, he'll rise again." And Mary, it was Mary or Martha, said, "Oh, we know he'll rise again at the resurrection."
Right.
And he said to them, "I am the resurrection." They were right there. They really didn't know who he was. And they was right, and he used to go to their house to get back. They did not know who he really was.
Right.
I am the resurrection.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got the Strongs. The one is using it as lights, a metaphor, revelations. As we read this
revealing.
It says lights.
You remember? Okay, let me go back. 'Cause I went to the
Yeah.
oh yeah, kind of. Lights Urim, the oracular brilliance of the figures of the high priest's breastplate.
Oracular brilliancy.
Go back to Oracle.
Going back to oracle. What is oracle?
Spoken word.
The spoken word. Now somebody get a Sirach 33 real quick. So what is the oracle now? What is the oracle that we use now to determine these issues, these questions? 33 and like 4 maybe?
Sirach?
Yeah.
You got it right.
Alright. Yeah. Sirach chapter 33 and verse 4.
That's like 3.
Start at verse 3.
Yeah.
The main verse is at 3.
So I'll start at 33 and 3.
Yep.
This is Sirach 33 and verse 3. A man of understanding trusted in the law, and the law is faithful unto him as an oracle.
Woo!
Yeah.
The law is faithful unto him as an oracle. Now, I don't know if it's in your marker, bro, but in the 1611,
Yeah.
where it says as an oracle, it says, or as the asking of a Urim. See? You put it, you can zoom right in on it. As a Urim.
The spirit of mine said too. As an action of a Urim.
See? So really all we need is this word to prove to you who we are.
Right.
You know?
Spirit bear
And the
witness
spirit
with
bear
our spirit.
witness with our spirit that we're the children of the Most High.
Yeah.
Because you can read scriptures like, thou hast made thee a holy people unto above all people, and you can clearly see that the distinction between these people on the sign and everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, it's
It's such
And
a
you see how they
simple
do,
amount of people that
how you do these other people versus how they do us.
Right.
You know? We don't get the same treatment as everybody else.
How does the world treat us versus the rest of the people in the world, right?
I mean, like the protests that are happening right now. Who are they protesting about that have been killed?
Right.
Jake
Yep.
and by the hands of an Edomite.
by the hands of Esau.
Yeah.
Jake got I think Dante
Wright.
right? Dante
Yeah.
Wright. He was the Southern Kingdom, and then Adam what's his name in Chicago? The Ephraimite. Adam Toledo. Adam Toledo. He was an Ephraimite. He got shot right on the cam with his hands up. Everybody watched him get killed in cold blood. Now, yeah, he was whoever perished being innocent, one with the righteous cut off. I think he was a Latin king, a little young Latin king or whatever. But we saw that he didn't have a weapon on him. He put his hands up. They killed him. So now you got Ephraim and Issachar out there in Chicago. They pissed.
Yeah.
So now you got Judah pissed because now Jake is getting killed.
Hey.
Now you got Northern Tribe brothers getting killed.
They expecting a verdict this week on that Derek Chauvin.
Yeah. So it could very well pop off, man.
Yeah.
Then you got the white supremacists daring Jake to go crazy if Derek Chauvin gets acquitted. They're saying that they getting locked up. I know y'all saw that video of that Edomite.
Yeah.
You know? He had that big chunky ass. That shit was chunky too. You know? So the Lord's stirring up that tension between Jacob and Esau, man.
I want to say this, and if you're talking about the protests, right? We protested over being killed. What are the other nations protesting in their countries about? The unfair treatment.
Yeah, Moab, you getting your ass kicked, but ain't nobody killing you. The cops ain't killing you.
You know?
and then getting off,
Yeah.
getting paid leave and shit. You don't get that treatment over
Like
here.
that Edomite, she retired. She had 26 years on the force. She's straight. She got a pension.
Yeah.
You know,
She's probably like, I'm tired of this shit.
she ain't gonna
Kill me a nigga.
She not gonna serve no time. Look at the Amber Geiger situation. He's
Got hugged.
Jake sitting in his own house, chilling, eating ice cream. Whatever he's doing, he's in his own shit. She come in there and blast his food.
Yep.
And she get 10 years, probably get out in 5.
Probably won't do that. Probably
Hell
2.
no. And she got probably preferential treatment up in there, man.
And money, you know
Yeah.
she's some good money on her books.
Hell yeah, she got hella dough on her books.
You know, so when she get out, while she in there,
She in Club Med probably. Shit.
you know, it's a big difference. That's why and the curses, man, we ain't ready. We've been talking about it, but we ain't ready. The Deuteronomy 28, and I think it's 46. This is just showing you through the spirit what the spirit that our people have to deal with. It's okay. Our people gotta deal with something different than the rest of the world. No, you get it, you got it.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
Yeah.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Now listen, are we following, I don't mean like us out here, but as a whole nation, our people don't follow the statutes, laws, and commandments of the Most High. And we're under these curses.
They don't even desire to.
Right.
You know, I can see if they were, okay, I'm trying to keep the Sabbath.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to eat pork. They just like, shit, put more bacon on that motherfucker.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
What do you mean the Sabbath is on Friday night to Saturday night? That's my party night. You know, that's the ones that keep it on them days. Let alone going deep enough to keep it on a new moon. You got it?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign. And they shall be a and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Hey, these curses are upon us forever. This is clearly what it is. This is clearly what it is that's going on with our people. This is the thumb showing you. When we read these curses, it's showing you that this fits us. It's giving you a clear light, a perfect light of what's happening with us. Okay? So this book is giving us a perfect light of what's happening unto us.
Jake is always looking for this. The answer is right here.
Yeah.
You know, Jake don't want to hear them from us, and they don't want to hear them from the book, really, because it's too much work for Jake to search into these scriptures just to read. And then everybody got a damn smartphone with the Bible app.
And when we go to
And there's a new website where I don't know who did it. It might have been an atheist, but he claimed to have studied the scriptures all throughout, and did all type of researches and different. He read all the different translations, and he put together a site where basically it's supposed to prove multitudes of contradictions in the scriptures, in which it can easily be debunked. All these different things that they claim is a contradiction, which they don't understand that the Most High, he deals with duality. What they would think is a contradiction is just a balance that the Most High created as a dynamic in the earth. We know that there's a time to kill and a time to heal. You know, but they'll say that, oh well, over here it says thou shalt not kill, but over here it says you're supposed to kill a sodomite. So they'll point that out and be like, that's a contradiction. So don't believe the Bible. But they don't go into the actual manuscript and learn what the actual context of that word actually means. It makes a world of difference when you read it in its truthful context.
Kill is one thing, but murder, which is the true context,
It's premeditated murder.
And that's literally, that's how, when it says thou shalt not kill, it's really thou shalt not murder. Okay.
So why does Esau even, shows you how hypocritical Esau is. They use that in their own judicial system. You'll get more time for premeditated murder versus self-defense.
Yep. Killing somebody in self-defense versus murder in the first degree.
So war.
Third degree.
What about war then?
Thank you.
You know?
Hey, they're too busy trying to fit the Bible into their life instead of fitting their life into the Bible.
Yep.
People that subscribe to that. Can we bring this out real quick? Going about the contradictory book. Start at the 13th verse, then we'll jump up to the 9th verse.
It's Isaiah 29 and 13.
28.
Oh, 28. It's like 28 and 13.
Yep.
But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken.
So this mystery of the Bible's written in is written this way for a reason. Because those that are unworthy, that are looking for the BS in it, hey, they would have already destroyed this book long ago. But because the way it's written to stand the test of time.
Read Amos 3 and 7.
Yep, and then, you want to read it real quick?
Yep.
And then we'll jump back.
Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing but revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
Those are supposed to be handling this word. So we get the understanding of the mysteries out of this book. Okay? There's nothing in it or nothing that'll happen to us, Lord willing, right? If we're chosen for this, if we're of the elect, that can pull us away from this thing. All right? There's nothing that can happen, but he gives us the spirit to understand these things, to go out and teach the people. But you have to get that understanding, like you quoted earlier, through my precepts I get understanding. So you have to go through these precepts to get the full understanding. And if you're not willing to do the work, you're going to get, what did it say at the end of that verse? Broken and snared and what else?
Yeah, broken and snared and taken.
And taken. That you're never going to get the full understanding.
Not taken up.
Not taken up. Now jump up to 9. Then read
Isaiah 28 9.
That's why the scriptures say a scorner seeketh wisdom and receiveth it not.
Yep.
You know? You come in that spirit of trying to debunk it rather than try to understand it.
Yeah.
It's no wonder you're not going to get it. You know? Wisdom is not going to enter into a malicious soul. You can try to find and point out all the contradictions, but at the same time, this is a living book.
Yeah.
You still can't disprove the book. It might seem contradicting to you.
Only people that don't subscribe to that are the people that believe what you believe and not believing it.
Right?
That's looking for that.
It's like basically internally they're trying to give themselves an out of not being responsible for what's in this book. You know? But but guess what? You're gonna be judged by this very book.
Yep.
The books are gonna be open. You're gonna be judged out of what is written in it. Okay?
Hey, to make it plain for you, when you go to Isaiah 58 chapter, we say you should teach the children of Israel, cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, show my people their transgressions, and the house of Jacob their sins. How do we show them that? Out of the book. We show you how to correct yourself out of the book, because the book is what's going to judge you in the end, whether you be good or bad. The standard is set up by what's written in the book. All right? So we're showing you out of the book how to operate your life now, so that you be judged. Oh, well, he keeping this, and that. Okay. No? But go back to that Isaiah.
Isaiah 28 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
Those that have a basic level of understanding. Because if you ain't sighing and crying inside yourself like, man, there's just something wrong with the earth. I feel like I'm out of place. I just feel like nothing fits. I've never been cool. I've never been the lowest, but I've never been the best. It's like I don't really have anything established for me in the earth. Well, but because you're always seeking for something. A lot of our people that come into this thing knew that there was something missing, and when this truth was given to them, everything in their life made sense and clicked. this is what my purpose in life is for. Go ahead.
For precept must be upon precept.
It's showing you how to get the understanding. Go ahead.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and
here a little and there a little. It's the same way that you get trapped up. For the same way that you understand it, it's the same way that other people that are given the understanding to will be trapped up. Can you grab that in if you could grab or somebody could grab Matthew 13 about it's given unto you, but to them it is not given.
Not given, yeah. I'll get it for you since you want.
You're there. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's like 10, 11, 9.
This is Matthew chapter 13, and verse 10. I'll start at 9. Verse 9. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
We all have ears, but it means who can understand it. Now, people walking past can hear us talking, but they don't hear the understanding. It don't make sense to them. Those are the people that will get snared if they try to read this book and get the understanding of it. They get snared out of it, snared and taken and broken. Go ahead, bro.
And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables?
Hard sayings. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Because through the Holy Spirit it was given unto you. Okay, you have been chosen or called from the womb. So before the Lord called you in the belly, before you were in your mother's womb, He had called you. That you will come unto these people, that you'll be what does it say, a priest in Jeremiah? That you'll be a prophet unto the nations. Okay? So there's a certain something that you'll have that'll wean you from this thing, and then there's something that other people won't have, that they're never gonna get a chance to get it. They'll hear it, but they won't have a chance to get it the same way. You got it?
He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Now jump down to where he breaks down that parable. You got something.
Yep. There's the word mysteries in the Greek. The Greek word is mysterion. And it says hidden thing, secret, mystery.
Mysterion's root word sound like mystery. Okay.
Generally, mysteries, religious secrets, confided only to the initiated and not to ordinary mortals. A hidden or secret thing not obvious to the understanding. It says a hidden purpose or counsel, secret will of the Most High, the righteous. The secret counsels which govern the Most High in dealing with the righteous, which are hidden from ungodly and wicked men, but plain to the godly.
Yep. That was the scripture.
I got something. Matthew, it might be in Matthew 13 out. Matthew 13?
Yeah, that's where we are right now. That's what you read?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what you had?
Yeah.
What part did you have?
The mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, that's what we was at.
I got a pretty real quick. It's Deuteronomy 29 and 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law.
To them that we may do all the words of this law.
It's given to us.
So hold that in Isaiah.
So that means what, these nations can't really receive this.
Right. But that's been what we the first thing the brother read.
It's like if they wanted to follow our laws, they couldn't. They